Hey guys, I'm Quentin. I am a junior kinesiology major with minor in coaching. So, what I'm really going to talk about today in this video is applying social theory because I feel like if how we've done our discussion questions that if it could gone a little bit more deeper and I think I could have explained a little bit more just because it is not it's a really hard subject to talk about, but also it's so relatable these days of how social theory and how we compare ourselves to society, and social theory is about how we think one like how we treat others and just how what we speak into life to others. So even then, like in sports, in football, soccer, basketball, that sports is for our entertainment and sports is not for their entertainment. Sports is legit their life. Sports is what they want to do. Sports is like a job for them. And I think the aspects of like social theory and where it really explains of how social theory can come in ways as racism. And that's why I really like how in this discussion post that people try to put more things on a race than anything else, which it kind of gives that a little bit in the book, which is good because it is one of those things of like everyone treats others the same, and then there's some people that treat others different, and it could be based on ability, it could be based on color, it can be based on ethnicity, it can be just be based on like what team they go for. If I went for like the Cleveland Browns and I hated Baker Mayfield because he was white, then the social aspect of that is that I just like how I give an example of that I hate the man because he's white, and how I put my own thoughts in my head and start calling names like, oh my gosh, he's white, he sucks at football, even though he had a good day. And there's even sports now that like everyone damaged the person because they had one bad game. It could either be from losing the Super Bowl when everyone thought Los Angeles Rams was going to win and they just start calling Goff names. But yet there's other people that called Goff the man for the team, and there's other people that called Goff like, why are you on this team? We want you kicked off. You legit lost the Super Bowl. And then when it comes to things of like when LeBron traded teams, people hate that. People hate that ideally because LeBron went from Miami, Cleveland, and then Cleveland stayed there. They burned his jerseys when he left Cleveland. When he came back, everyone got their jerseys back. So like the social theory of that is really just how an aspect of life of like how a person can either change teams, how a person had a bad day at a game, good day at game day, and then just overall of like when they come out of that locker room and you just start throwing names at them, booing them, calling them names, like it really gets in their head. It really gets to their head just based on the fact like a lot of even like players, they'll use it as fuel. They'll use it as fuel for fire. I know I did. For like a personal example of mine, like how I went on the track and then I had people from other schools like, nah, white kid's not gonna win in this distance of 1,600 meters because his legs are too short, or like he doesn't have the right stature. Like it comes to social theory of like you can call people names, it will affect them, but to me it fueled my fire more than anything else, just for the fact of like I ran faster, I PR'd, I used that to be like to show them in their face that I am better of what they said I am. And that's what a lot of football players do. That's what a lot of basketball players do. That's what a lot of soccer, cricket, any sport. And just like my opinion, I'm all for it when it comes to like the social theory, but I'm all for it for like don't call them names. Like there's sometimes I'm like I even do it and I know it's not okay a lot of times because it does get in their head, like it messes with them mentally and physically. And people don't think of that. They don't think of the first word that comes out their mouth. They're like, oh, I'm hurting that person. It's kind of like a little bit psychology type thing, but also like if you plug in social theory of like where your thoughts and how the environment is around them, then you got to think of like in these aspect of just a box. It could just be in a Superdome. It can be just on a basketball court, or like when they come out of that locker room, and you just basically you just determine them on names that you just said in your head, and then you just said them out loud. And I really think that the social theory, I'm just really on the positive side. Just my opinion on that is, I'm all for it. I mean, use it as fuel of fire. Use it to fuel your fire. Like, show them what you got. Like, yes, everyone has bad game days. Everyone has one of those days of like, I didn't do my best. I could have done better. And then when people start just calling you names and adding the racism fact, or even adding the you're too young, you're too old fact, then it really comes to a point of like, wow, that just happened. And even then, how they called Tom Brady the GOAT, but also called Tom Brady one of the oldest quarterbacks to be alive. And they thought he wasn't going to win the Super Bowl just because he's old. If he gets tackled, like, I'll be honest, I made fun of the names just because I thought Tom Brady was so old that if they tackled him, he'd turn to dust. And that's just my honest opinion of that. So I want to thank you, and this is my presentation 1. Have a great day.